starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At center, Miles Turner. At small forward, Benedict Mathurin. At the other forward position, Pascal Siakam. At point guard, Tyrese Halliburton. At the other guard, number 7. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. Number 29, Seth Curry. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. The man in the middle, standing 7'2", number 8, starting at 4, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At 4, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of your home team, once again, the starters for the Boston Celtics.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Celtics, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Seth Curry is out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A. And I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
And the Pacers start out with the ball. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now here's Siakam from behind the arc. And Halliburton with the basket. And the assist from Siakam.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Outside White. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Mathurin. It's good on the putback.
And a good job following the play by Mathurin. Effort like that will always be well rewarded.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Curry against Halliburton. White on the wing. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Pacers ball.
The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Siakam. Inside. Mr. Clutch. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of this game. And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good. And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Now here's Halliburton. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
Outside White. And play stops. A whistle there. What looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. He shoots a 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Mr. Clutch has got 5. Mr. Clutch has gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Now Curry. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Up top, Brown. He's covered by Matherin. Brown can't hit.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the shot's good. Mr. Clutch has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
The kick out to White to win the run. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
And here's Curry. Outside Porzingis. Offline with a 3. Indiana leading by 6. Down low. Siakam outside to the inside. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 11.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Brown inside. He's covered by Matherin. And Turner with the block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's White after the basket by Indiana on the other end. Brown passes to Curry. Left side Porzingis. Pocket 6. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right into the back of the iron.
At this distance, Kristaps Porzingis is more than comfortable. I mean, he's got such a nice high release and a really soft beautiful.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Boston with it. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. White, good.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. It's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Brown. Curry with it. He's scoreless. White for 3. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5. Halliburton outside. Lets it fly. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Boston calls time here. We're edging closer to the season's midway point for teams still trying.
His players, and it takes a group of guys. Internal leadership within the team, I think, is critical when you're going through a stretch like this.
Now here's Brown. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. The kick out to White. Second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Siakam gets the bucket.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Now here's White, tightly guarded, driving to the basket. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on, challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
But I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
The offensive rebound. Siakam, no good.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. To the paint. His first shot attempt. And scoring inside is Turner.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so Curry will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 16. Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. Now here's White. To end the drought. The shot off that time. Pass to Matherin. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And Boston calls time here. They're moving on after a tough loss. And Boston with some changes. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for White. And the Pacers also making a change. Nimhard's checked in. Now here's Curry. Brown, no good.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Siakam, pass to Mr. Clutch. To the middle. Nice shot by Turner. And the Pacers lead by 20.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Hauser. And here's Horford. It's Brown on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run. And he connects with a jumper.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Mr. Clutch passes to Nimhard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Celtics trail by 20. Outside Curry. Pass to Cornette. Lets it go. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Matherin. Again, Indiana.
And Another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off of assists.
Remaining in the first.
And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. Number 1, Pacers. 4th, the Celtics.
These have been 2 of the top offenses in the league as of late. Their confident shooting has been creating some really impressive point totals.
And the first one at the line is good. And Indiana with some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Siakam. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Matherin. Both good from the line that time. Here's Mr. Clutch. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Nimhard left side. Here's Mr. Clutch. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Boston's shooting only 26% in the first. Now here's Brown. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Now here's Brown. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Can't deny his aggressiveness. He's playing hard right from the tip, but it's resulted in only 2 baskets in 9 attempts.
Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Here's Brown. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Indiana with a rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And he's going for the oop here. And the jam by Walker.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Knocked away. Cornette passes to Brown. Outside Curry. Launches it. That shot off the mark. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Indiana ahead, running away with it. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Porzingis is checked in for Cada. Greg comes in for Horford. And it's Jaylen Brown in for White. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Curry in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Number 7.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Celtics put on a show. He ended up with 59 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Mr. Clutch passes to Jackson. Here's Halliburton. Takes it inside.
And this is how you carve up a defense. Halliburton slicing to the rack with real force.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Jackson.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and taking control on the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. Craig, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
They need this. Porzingis misses. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Siakam, no good. Boston has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
That's a great shot there. I mean, he's out there to catch and fire away when he's got room.
Indiana leading by 22. Mr. Clutch passes to Halliburton. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Pass to Craig. Goes back up. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And Boston with some changes. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Hauser in for Tatum. Here's Brown. Cornette passes to Curry. Here's Brown. The rebound by Jackson.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Curry against Halliburton. Fires high post. Curry's shot is off.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Shot's good by Matherin.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. And he makes it. Mr. Clutch has got 23.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Curry. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Indiana with a rebound. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 8 now to the paint. Here's Siakam. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Pass to Brown. Charity stripe shot. Rebound by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He tries for 3. Boston pulls it in. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 23 points in the game. Siakam, pass to Mr. Clutch. Count it. Mr. Clutch has got 25 points.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the basket by Curry. 9 seconds left in the second period. Inside, here's Mr. Clutch. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So it's Boston now. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Siakam. Count that bucket. Siakam's got 6.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Brown. White for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mr. Clutch passes to Turner. Second chance shot, and it's good on the lay-in. He's got 6.
A big-time presence in the post. That's exactly what they want from Turner.
On the wing, Curry. Pass to White. Now Tatum. 6 to shoot. The kick out to White. Off the mark there with a 3.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 8 assists in the game. Here's White. Here's Porzingis. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Curry. The kick out to White. Pure from 3-point range.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
To the inside. Here's Mr. Clutch. And yep, it's good. Mr. Clutch has got 33 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, where your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Now here's Halliburton. 14 points for him.
Number 7.
A nice shot by Mr.
Assist
Clutch.
goes to
They have no answer defensively inside. Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Pass to White. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another 3.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now here's Neesmith. Down low. Mr. Clutch passes to Neesmith. To the middle. Here's Halliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
first personal foul.
That's on Al Horford.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the shot goes in. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points in just the second half.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's White. He's got 24, and he knocks the jumper down. White's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter. He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Inside. Ada no good. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Neesmith's shot is off.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot. And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Give him 39. Here's Turner. Uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got 8.
For Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Outside White. Pass to Horford. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 41.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Puts the move on. And the basket by Brown.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Toppin outside. Pass to Neesmith. Right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Fires in the triple. Mr. Clutch has got 17 points here in the second half.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
He's gotten so good with that pump fake. Brown, just a pro at drawing defenders up in the air.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Free throw, good. Brown.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Davison comes in for White. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for Halliburton. Indiana's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Neesmith's gotten his first basket of the night. The Celtics shooting a low 28% during this third. Here's Davison. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Hauser. Indiana with a rebound. Mr. Clutch has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. To the inside. Toppin passes to Nembhard. Right side, Walker. Here's Mr. Clutch. Hey, expanding his range. Queta pulls it in. And for Boston, they're shooting a low 30% from the floor. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Neesmith. Brown can't hit. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Boston on offense. Outside, Brown. Here's Davison. Neesmith covering. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Neesmith.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Now here's Nembhard, defended by Brown. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target from 3-point range. The ball's knocked loose.
Indiana foul. Obi Toppin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Indiana.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity.
Queta's checked in for Cornette. Tatum comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Davison. And the Pacers making a change here. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. To the paint. Here's Mr. Clutch. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, just great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. White looking it over. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by White. Oh, nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. White finds Tatum. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Queta pass to White. That's tipped. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And the jam by Walker.
I mean, what an acrobatic
7.
move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Outside White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to Horford. From deep three-point land. And they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Toppin with it. And there's the rejection. Nesmith with it. Picked up by Tatum. Out to the wing. This one for 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Nesmith. To the wing on the left. Pass to Toppin. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Now here's Tatum. He's closely guarded. Here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got his 16th rebound on the night. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
For Indiana, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the 4th quarter. Pass to Walker. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
And here's Tatum. Pass to Horford. The Pacers pull it in. Walker's got 5 rebounds in the game.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's White. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
Craig is checked in for Boston. Curry comes in for Brown. And the Pacers also making a change. Halliburton's checked in for Shepherd.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler and has some good moves, too.
Here's Halliburton. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Craig passes to Curry. Indiana with a rebound. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Walker. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Back to Curry. White with it. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Walker pulls down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers. You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Hauser. Nails the wide-open jumper.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Inside, here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Against White. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with a dunk.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. And Curry's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Craig. Back to Curry. Lets a three fly. They get it back. Excellent D there from Toppin. Indiana's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
And for Boston, they're shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Poke loose. And here's Curry for three. Hits the three-pointer.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
And the Pacers shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Mr. Clutch passes to McConnell. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds now. Curry finds White. Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big youth movement in the NBA, Clark, with average age dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent. I don't dismiss or discount that at all, but you still have to have a level of value and appreciation for what experienced veterans can bring to your makeup and to your team. That experience is invaluable, and very few teams win at a high level without having a blend of young talent and talented experience, too.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by White. Outside Walker. Pass to Neesmith. 5 on the clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by White. Walker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jackson. He's checked in for Walker.
Isaiah Jackson.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Mr. Clutch.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight. Notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
4 on the clock. They puts up a three. Kept alive by Indiana.
That's been the difference tonight. They've been insanely disruptive on the glass.
They shoot again, and the bucket's good from top and in deep.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Back to Curry, fires the three. Indiana with a rebound. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. Never expect a road team